that they cheat and lie and things like that, and they are giving certificates to people. So it is a very difficult path. So
let me ask
spiritual. So the conclusion part is one has to see that world is not creating any more temptation, not temporary, not for escapism. So many people become escapism, like grapes are sour. I want the world, I want the pleasure, I want to be like millionaire, but I don't want to work hard, I cannot do it. So they want ready-made thing. This is called escapism. Spiritual life, people are escaping. This is called spiritual materialism. I explain in the book. They go to temple, they go to church, they do all kind of rituals, they give charity, all for name, fame or power. Spiritual materialism. So really one has to be free from that to go in that direction. So one has to be satisfied, so you have no more temptation. So this is why Christ meditated in just somewhere, or Buddha meditated, and last time, last stage, they have all kind of demons come, what it means, in the mind, temptation comes, temptation comes, and then fears come, and all this, they have to override it, then they find enlightenment, so Buddha was tempted. So in a series, I think in Indian channel they have made a movie, but they can see, and this just symbolically you can see the temptation. I think those who are Christians know about Christ, that's it. Yeah, that's something like that. So this is what it is. So one has to go beyond that, otherwise you are temporary pushing it down, hiding under the cover. So escapism is very common. Okay, go ahead with that.
My only thought was, on one hand you want to you go through all those stages. We'll just say, let's just say you're going through many of the stages, but at the same time, there's a part of you that wants to, we'll say, give back or something like that. I know, without drowning and all that. So maybe talk about that without, there's just some parts of you that have learned something and you want to share it.
Yes.
And that's a delicate situation. That's what I wanted to ask about.
But I'm going through exactly same thing. And think, two choices, personal practice and service. And I tried, giving. I just experimentally, statistically I saw, like, people can benefit. I have so many sets of books I gave away. Somebody wants to come, they cannot afford, I try to offer them whatever they can afford for this. People don't even make appointment, they don't even call, don't respond. Things happen. So my question is, what am I giving? Why am I preoccupied by giving and serving? Don't need to do that. So it may look selfish, but just do your own practice and grow in it. And if naturally, if need comes, then I can provide. And I can clearly see. Just like the workshop, I have only few people signed up. After 50 phone calls and 50 emails, this stuff. But on the other hand, some famous personality, something came, people would be lined up months in advance. So most people don't want the truth. So if I'm trying to push them, and I find sometimes I get carried away, I want to help, and then because of my enthusiasm, I tell them, but they don't really listen. And this is what I put on Facebook. One thing I put on Facebook yesterday or 2 days ago, that some people don't observe, see, observe, don't listen, don't think, don't question, don't explore. And that make that choice. And then I'm saying, which I already have as quote, you can wake up somebody who is asleep, but you cannot wake up somebody who is pretending to be asleep or pretending to be awake. That is what Nick wrote me comment. Like I said, somebody is pretending to be awake. Both ways. If somebody is pretending to be asleep, and sleeping, and no matter how much you call them, beat the drums, they don't want to wake up because they are pretending. On the other hand, somebody is pretending to be awake. Hey, your time to catch the plane. Well, I'm awake. You know, then go back. So either way, you cannot do anything. So coming back to the point, I'm going to India, just change of place. I want to meet spiritual people, and most likely, all my life, I haven't found real spiritual masters. Most of the commercial, real spiritual masters are hidden there, doing ordinary job you don't even suspect to be spiritual. Real spiritual people would be, but I want to get the feel and to decide, because I cannot teach, because unless I become, commercial and put out all kind of things, things will die away. It's like only one group class and then private class come, don't come. At least if I want to sustain it, at least income should come to pay for internet and, just the basic cost. But don't do it. But then other way around, something else is happening. Right now in India, there was a spiritual master. He was so famous, just Asharam Bapu. I think even in English you can see on YouTube, Asharam Bapu. Big scandal, He was a little bit on the spiritual path and he took this path, and then sexual scandal, and everyone in his ashram were controlled. He had ashram 40, 50 around the world also. He came to this country also, but they found out. And the scandal was going on that there was a sexual harassment and, case of a rape or something like that, and people found he's in jail. His son is even superior than that. They're looking for him. The whole family is like that. And they ask, why do you come out after so many years? The reason is they were controlling all these people so much. Anyone wanted to leave ashram, they accused them of stealing and defame them. Anyone complains, or somebody did go further, they would murder them and declare that they committed suicide. So everyone was afraid. Now, one thing came up, everyone is coming up, and he's hiding behind the newspaper. This is where conscience comes in. Conscience. This. So my purpose is just to go to India, go to different place, see what it feels like. But priority should be growing yourself. It's not selfish. And I'm halfway evolved and try to help others. I don't want to get that as priority. Like I'm still want to teach, but I don't want to do anything. Just people come naturally, that's fine. And that will die away, because I see all the people who came in the past, they are desperate, they come so much, and then they are all right, then I call them, I send email and this and that. They don't even respond. It's just not only yoga students, but yoga teachers who are doing that. So this is human nature, so I'm not disturbed about it. But basic question is, take care of yourself, and serving as secondary thing. Don't make serving to be important. Otherwise ego will come in. Like if I say I want to help people, it is only my ego I want to help them. So I'm instrumental. If God doesn't want me to, I would just meditate, and I have enough to grow. I'm looking for spiritual teacher who could inspire me, or practitioner who would stimulate me, but that's nobody. Everyone is commercial. All my life.
Shanti,